course, Luke Hazel standing at 6'10" for St. Leo. Here we go, James. 2 20-minute halves here in men's basketball. We're off at the Mox Christmas Classic. No, not just yet. False start on both teams there. And a couple of chuckles all around. These two teams anxious to get at it. Let's try again. St. Leo wins the tip. So big Luke Hazel, the freshman out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin, will get things rolling. Running the point for St. Leo, at least for the moment, will be Rob Fry. Jared Coomer with it now, passes it off to Frank Webb Jr. He'll direct traffic from the point. That's Wade Coomer. Inside to Jared. Jared Coomer will drive, and he's blocked. That's Colin Van Horn, 6'9", comes away with the first block of the game. And now it's the Yellow Jackets the other way. Brendan Moffmore leads the team in points. He averages over 20 a game. Gives it up to Isaiah Spielman. Moving it quickly now. Here's Moffman. Moffman contested nicely. Swings it out to Connor Tenov. Now Moffman in the corner. Shot clock under 10. That one is taken away, and that looks like Frank Webb Jr. with the steal before he throws it away. It's off the fingertips of Brendan Moffmore, and we'll get an inbound. Fast style of play, and we'll see if Jared Coomer decides to continue that. He'll look for the inbound, and he's got his man. It's Rob Fry. Fry will settle things down now. He gives it up to Wade Coomer. Coomer back to Fry. To Coomer. Fry swings it around for Frank Webb Jr. inside to Jared Coomer. Coomer inside in the paint, and able to deposit that one is Luke Hazel. And so just over a minute into the game, St. Leo puts the first points on the board. Moffmer the other way now, and he'll give it up to his brother Javon Moffmer. That one is poked away. This should be a good battle for the ball. And they will say that's not a backcourt violation because there was a deflection. So here's Moffmer. He comes inside. Fakes a three, now he'll shoot. And that one is in and out for Isaiah Spielman. Unlucky rims, and so St. Leo back the other way with Rob Fry. Fry inside, he'll punch it back out, and that's taken away by Javon Moffmer. Moffmer settles things down. Open look, he won't take it though. Inside, that's Isaiah Spielman. He's got nowhere to go, and there's his man. Colin Van Horn puts that one in the net, and we are even at 2. Strong pass, and on the rush, almost too easy for Wade Coomer.
Both of these teams are moving the ball around and pretty quickly, almost accurately. couple missteps, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, John.
It's certainly a fast-paced game thus far. So Javon Moffmer will hold, and he gives it up now to Isaiah Spielman. Connor Tenov back to Moffmer. Javon Moffmer, he'll go to the paint. Well, he'll try to. Nice defense. Here's Spielman. He'll go back up to Moffmer. Javon Moffmer puts it up with the shot clock winding down, and he makes it with a second left. So all even at 4 now once more. Bringing it ahead will be Webb Jr. Coomer inside, back out to Webb. And he'll hold for the first time today where he gets to take a breath. Here's Jared Coomer. Back to Webb. Inside, Coomer again. Nearly gets that one taken away from him. Shot clock winding down. Webb's going to go up with it, and that's an air ball, a shot clock violation. And so Cedarville, strong defense, kept everything to the outside.
Yeah, both of these teams are really doing a great job of that, just not letting them drive to the basket. It'll be interesting to see if this becomes a shootout or what.
Well, we'll see. We're even at 4 now for Javon Moffmer, and he coughs it up. And so now going the other way, it's Frank Webb Jr. He's got his man. It's Coomer. And that one's no good. Big rebound comes all the way out to Colin Van Horn. And so it's Moffmore again. He's been running the point so far for the Yellow Jackets. Swings it out to Tenov. And back inside to Brendan Moffmer. He'll take a 2, and it's no good. So back this way for St. Leo. It's Webb Jr. He'll look to drive inside. A little kick out. Shot no good. So the threes have not fallen just yet, and bringing it ahead will be Brendan Moffmer for his brother Javon, and that one's good. So Javon Moffmer now with 5 points on the game and has his team up by 3. The other way now, it's Coomer. Inside, that's off the foot, and we'll get a few substitutions. Timeout called as well. So we're going to step aside. Cedarville leads by 3. Couple substitutions in for Cedarville. That includes Braden Sipple, who will try to guard the inbound there. We'll get the rest of you out to you as soon as we can. That one swung out for Wade Coomer and back inside to Rob Fry. Fry will go to the basket. That one's poked away by Titus Dean. Webb Jr. from the free throw line will put that one up, and he sinks it as the shot clock expires. So a 1-point game now for Cedarville. Here is Titus Dean. Also entering the game was Jacob Dries. This one is going to stay with Cedarville. Lots of Ohio natives for this team that competes out of Cedarville, Ohio. Titus Dean puts it all the way up to the point for Jacob Dries out of Hilliard, Ohio. And here's Titus Dean. Looking inside, that one does end up coming out to Colin Van Horn, who keeps it alive. Here's a 3-point try for Dries, and he nails it. And so just like that, the Cedarville lead is extended to 4. Webb Jr. brings it ahead, gives it up to Coomer, and here's Fry. Fry holds at the point. He'll exchange with Webb. Here's Webb. He's got some room. Goes straight to the paint. Unable to get that one to fall. And coming down with the board is Jacob Dries, standing at 6'7". He brings it up. Javon Moffmer back around the horn. To the outside. They'll exchange. And now to the inside. And that's a nice bucket for Colin Van Horn.
John, I'm getting dizzy just watching them pass the ball around.
Now these two teams with a quick-moving offense, both of them. Cedarville has doubled up St. Leo early on. It's 12-6. Around the horn for St. Leo. Inside, Fry can't get that one to fall. And so it's Braden Sipple the other way. The freshman will turn it over. And no mistake there for Frank Webb Jr. He's got 4 today, and he cuts the deficit to 4. Javon Moffmer. He'll hold and swinging around for Jacob Dries. Dries back to Moffmer. Finding Sipple. Braden Sipple in trouble. Gets it out to Titus Dean. Here's Dean. Gives it up. Deep 3 coming for Dries. That won't go. So Wade Coomer now the other way. He'll keep it going for Rob Fry. Kicks it out, and that's Webb Jr. Coomer for 3. Yes! So Coomer cuts the deficit right back to within 1. That's his 5th point of the day. Here's Javon Moffmer. To the outside for Dries. And now Dean inside. That's going to be disallowed. And it's going to be a foul against St. Leo. Cedarville ball. Checking out of the game is Colin Van Horn. And that looks like Grant Wiseman who checks in. Number 24. They succeed on the inbound. Can they maintain possession? Here's a 2. That's going to be in and out and trickles over the rim, but to no avail. So with it now is Grant Diskin wearing the pink shoes for St. Leo. Kicked out, 3, yes. That's Wade Coomer. His second 3 of the game, he's got 8. 3-pointer the other way, yes. And just like that, shot for shot, Braden Sipple matches. And Cedarville right back up by 1. Grant Diskin runs the point momentarily before giving it up to FrancisCio. Those two wearing some complimentary shoes.
Yes, St. Leo has some of the best shoe game I've seen from D2 men's college basketball teams.
Well, that one's poked out and away from Jared Coomer. Settling it down now. Well, here's a three-point try, and
Woo!
that's good. Francis Seo.
From way downtown.
We've seen some dominant three-point shooting as of late. These teams will continue to match each other. St. Leo leads by 2. Here's Jacob Dries. With it now is Dean. Punches it out for Brandon Moffmer, and that's a three-point try. So just like that, Grant Wiseman. And shot for shot they go. Cedarville leads by 1. Now look for old reliable Wade Coomer. Inside for his brother. Now to the outside. Having to go up for that one was Francis Seo, who just hit a big 3. And now it's Grant Diskin who settles it down. Coomer back to Diskin. Jared Coomer. He'll take it. The mid-range 2. And again, the lead goes to St. Leo. Titus Dean from the outside. Nearly losing that one was Brandon Moffmer. There's Dean again. Punches it out for Dries. There's Moffmer. Shot clock under 10. Moffmer goes up with it, unable to get it to go. He gathers his own rebound under the rim. He's got nothing going for him, and St. Leo's going to come away with this one. And as we reach the
presence known, he's only been playing 2 minutes. He's already done a good job in making St. Leo 5 of their last 5 in field goals. They're going on a bit of a run here.
Well, the Coomer brothers versus the Moffmore brothers right now, and Wade Coomer's come away with 8 points so far, his brother with 2. They've combined for more than half of St. Leo's 19 points thus far. Well, here is Francis Seo, guarded tightly by Braden Sipple, who hit a shot of his own just seconds after Seo did. Inside to Grant Diskin, and now across for Coomer. That's a contested 3, and it won't go. Getting the rebound, though, that's Santia Raming. Big number 21, and hobbling off the floor is going to be Jacob Dries. They'll check on him. And so we will have a brief delay, but the players will stay on the court here. Santia Raming for St. Leo coming away with a big rebound and putback. The 6th possession with the inbound here. That was Jacob Dries, who hobbled off the court. Got up under his own power, though. We'll give you any updates on him as we get them. So the other way now, it's Brandon Moffmer with it. He'll punch it out for Grant Wiseman. Now inside. And going up for the layup is Connor Tenham, 6'7". He uses his height there. It's a 1-point game once again. The other way now for St. Leo, it's back to Wade Coomer. They've leaned on him pretty heavily here in this first half. Diskin for 3. Yes, Grant Diskin joins the party. And St. Leo's lead now 4. Brandon Moffmer. A little step back. Won't shoot it, though. Here's Tenham. Connor Tenham looking for a man. He's got one. It's Isaiah Spielman. Wiseman with it now. He gives it up, and that's Connor Tenham. He'll drive right into the paint and get that one to go. Still a 2-point game. Shot for shot they go once again. Yeah,
this Cedarville team's doing a really good job of finding those opportunities to drive to the basket.
That's right. Both teams, really. Francis Seo now running the point. Gives it up to Webb Jr., who's back in the game. And that one is turned over. Brandon Moffmer the other way. He'll punch it out. A 3-point try is good. Isaiah Spielman. His first bucket of the day. And just like that, Cedarville back on top. Seo brings it up for Diskin, and now here is Grant Diskin. Just hit a big 3. Seo's got his man. Who else but Wade Coomer? Seo looking to get into the paint. Won't get there, but he's got Diskin for 3. And that one's in and out. Coming down with the big rebound and putback for the second time is Santia Raming. And so Cedarville back the other way. It's Brandon Moffmer. looking inside. He's got his man, but he's in trouble. Punched back out. Spielman. That one won't go. And able to corral the rebound.
Nice.
A pretty play, and it's going the other way. Here's Grant Diskin looking for the and one. He will get at least 2 shots.
Cedarville's bench a little bit in disbelief on that one, but
we haven't seen a lot of fouls so far, and this is down through. Tried to get the and one, but at least he'll get 2 shots here. First free throws for either team today as we've eclipsed the quarter mark. And his first is good.
make that 15 for 18.
That's CO, Diskin, Webb, Rahming, and Lom entering the game for the first time today. As Diskin misses his second. Coming down with the rebound is Isaiah Spielman. Brandon Moffmer. He'll give it up for his brother Javon. Back to Brandon. Poked around for Spielman. Trying to get his way into the paint. Yelling for a travel, but not going to get the call. It's picked off. The other way. CO. Diskin for 3. That one's off. Getting the rebound easily is Connor Tenev. Back the other way. It's Javon Moffmer. And he'll settle things down. Isaiah Spielman. Brandon Moffmer. 3-point try. That's going to be short. And trying to save it was Isaiah Spielman, but unable to get there.
Got to respect the hustle, though.
Yeah, good effort there. Connor Tenev's 3 a little short. And so we'll get set here. Francis CO will give it up to Diskin the other way. And here's CO again. Right on inside and blocked. Wow, that's what happens when you're 6'9". Colin Van Horn gets up in his face and gets that one out of here. So it'll be an inbound coming for St. Leo, who leads by 2. Grant Diskin.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, he leads their team in blocks, John.
That makes sense. Well, there's a block going the other way. That's Brandon Moffmer. Moffmer now will give it up to his brother Javon. They seem to have some chemistry. All the way around the horn and back inside. It is Van Horn. A 3-point try. That one is in and out, poked out by Colin Van Horn, and now it's St. Leo the other way. Francis CO, and that's going to be a block. And this is likely going to lead to a foul called. Santia Rahman. Missed the layup. Rebound came down for Spielman. And they call Rahming for his first foul of the game. Only 3 fouls so far in this half. As we see Timothy Davis in the game for the first time, wearing 11 in white. And unsure what the call exactly was here. Looks like a foul off ball on St. Leo. We'll get that one to you in a second. It looked like they called it on Eric Lom, number 33. Nonetheless, Javon Moffmer underneath and inside, putting that one up and getting it to go is Connor Tenev. Tenev, a team best 6 points so far in this game. This one's all knotted up. Diskin finds Webb. Coomer, deep 2. That'll go. So Jared Coomer gets in on the fun. He's got 4. The other way, Javon Moffmer for his brother Brandon. Brandon Moffmer. He wants to go inside, and he will. Goes ahead and puts it up, and he'll head to the line.
He's a pretty good shooter. He's shooting 28 for 34 on the season.
Well, Brandon Moffmer is one of their best players, one of really the best in the conference, 57% from the field.
Yeah, he's put up a ton of points lately, and it's kind of surprising that St. Leo's been able to keep him under wraps so far.
Yeah, 0 for 3 so far from the field. Granted, he got fouled for one of them, but that is his first point of the game. His team back within one, and boy, this has been a close one really throughout. And the largest lead for either team was 6. Cedarville at one point did lead 12-6.
Yeah, and that did not last long.
No, you saw St. Leo take a 4-point lead following that, and now these two teams are back even at 29, and that's over and back. Yeah, that's a seldom seen call because it doesn't occur that often, but jumping over from the other side of the court, caught the ball, and came back on to the backcourt. So backcourt violation. And the second team turnover. That'll get the ball for Javon Moffmer. He'll give it up to his brother. Brandon Moffmer. Looking up top, here's Javon. Back to Brandon. Defended nicely by Diskin. Shot clock winding down. He's going to have to shoot a deep three if he hears it. And there it is. Off the rim. St. Leo comes down with it anyways. That's Frank Webb Jr. Coomer. And deciding not to shoot that three was Luke Hazel. Here's Diskin. Grant Diskin will give it up for Jared Coomer. Inside to Hazel. He's got his man. Diskin won't get it to go, but coming down with the rebound was Jared Coomer. He'll swing it all the way back out, and St. Leo will reset. Right back in is Webb Jr. Pulls up but won't shoot. Driving in, pivot. Inside, that one's turned over, and it's Brandon Moffmer the other way for the Yellow Jackets. 3-point try, Javon Moffmer. That one's no good. Rebound for Diskin. He's got his man on the lead, and that's a nice bucket for Santia Raming. He's got 6. And St. Leo again leads by 2. Here's Connor Tenev. He'll go straight to the paint. That one looked like it was off his own foot, and it was. So it will be St. Leo ball. They lead by 2 as we head to our final media timeout. Far 14-11, including 5 offensive rebounds. So we'll get set here with Jared Coomer and St. Leo, a chance to extend their lead now. Here's Fry. He'll look across the court. That was a poor decision. So back the other way is Connor Tenev and the Yellow Jackets. Inside for Timothy Davis. Now here he comes. He'll get blocked. No foul called. Connor Tenev will clean it up. Nice play. He's got 8. And so Rob Fry the other way. This one again all evened up. A nice move. Inside. Coomer won't get that one to go off the high glass. And a foul called. And it looks like they're going to call that one on Connor Tenev. It's only the second team foul of the half, so they're in good shape. Neither team in particular foul trouble. Again, only 6 team fouls combined here in this first half.
Refs definitely letting the players play this half.
Oh, and it's been pretty fast-paced. A lot of passing and some open shots. We've seen now 9 3-pointers made between these two teams. Here comes the inbound from Webb, and quite easily done so. Here's Coomer. It's Wade, and his three's good. And a 3-point lead now, for St. Leo with just over 3 minutes remaining. The Jackets looking to tie this one right back up. It's Timothy Davis with it now. We just saw him drive to the hoop. Javon Moffmer gives it up to Connor Tenev. Here's Moffmer. He'll go to the basket, and he's not going to get that one to fall, but he does get fouled. So the call there was on Santia Raming. That's his second. And Moffmer will head to the line. That's Javon. He's 6'5", sophomore.
And he's shooting 100% from the line, but only 6 attempts. 7 for 7 on the season.
Well, as a coach, you love to see that. A player with a perfect free throw percentage, as we see Spielman check back into the game. And here's Javon Moffmer. Looking to bring his team within 1 He won't do so. So it is Wade Coomer now the other way. His team up by 2. And his brother Jared's got it. Looking inside, he's got his man. And Webb Jr. will hold now. Jared Coomer. Looking all the way to the outside, it's Webb Jr. He'll drive inside. Nice little finger roll, but won't get it to go. So back the other way, it's the Moffmer brothers. Brendan Moffmer has been held relatively in check. Only 2 points this first half. 3-point try for Tenov won't go, and able to corral that one is Webb Jr. So Frank Webb Jr. brings it up ahead now. He'll dump it off to Jared Coomer. For his brother Wade, Jared Coomer in the paint, can't get it up. Mid-range 2, and that will fall. Eric Lom, 6'11", out of St. Louis, Missouri, extends their lead to 4. Brendan Moffmer, he is getting swarmed by Jared Coomer. Gives it up to his brother Javon. Here's Tenov. Connor Tenov will give it up to Spielman. Back inside to Brendan Moffmer. Moffmer in trouble. Pivots. That one's taken away from him, and his brother bails him out. Javon Moffmer puts it up. That one may have hit the rim, and it doesn't matter because St. Leo's going to get the ball regardless. Coomer for 3. That one's off the front of the rim and won't go. As we near the final minute of play here, Brendan Moffmer is going to settle things down. Swung around and inside. That one nearly disrupted. And back out for Colin Van Horn. Van Horn, he'll give it back up. Javon Moffmer. Van Horn. Yes. So Colin Van Horn makes it a 2-point game. He's got 6 points today. He's been perfect. 2. And we'll try to continue to press so they can head into the half ahead. Cedarville is thinking the exact same thing. So here we go. It's Francisco bringing it on ahead now for the Lions. Coomer. Back for Francisco. The other Coomer brother puts that one up. A nice move, and he drills it. Wade Coomer.
It's his 4th 3 of the game.
He's got 14, James.
He's shooting very, very well today.
And Brandon Moffmer knows it. He knows his team is now trailing by 5 points. That's the largest deficit of the game so far. There is about a 0.8 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shouldn't matter as long as they get this one off in time. Here's Isaiah Spielman. Back out for Javon Moffman. He can't get that one to go. St. Leo's going to come down with it. You can see the time on your screen. That one won't go anyway. So, unless they called a foul here. They may have, but it won't matter for anything anyways. Of play. St. Leo leads by 5, but Cedarville gets the inbound here. Members of our game day staff playing some Christmas music. It is the Mocs Christmas Classic. Cedarville and St. Leo, second half coming your way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The first half did not disappoint.
And so we'll start with Brandon Moffmer, who is probably a little disappointed with his stats after that first half, unable to get any of his field goals to fall. And this one is now stripped away. And so back the other way is Webb. Jared Coomer gives it up to his brother Wade. And now Grant Diskin. Diskin directing traffic. He's got Coomer. Jared inside. He'll get blocked. And that was Colin Van Horn coming up with the block. And now the other way, it's Brandon Moffmer. To the outside and back inside to Brandon Moffmer. And that one won't go. 0 for 5 on the day is Brandon Moffmer, who gets his own shot back. Here's a 2, and that one falls. So Connor Tenov now has 10 points. Oh, and a huge hit in center court. Brandon Moffmer went down hard. No call, and it comes back the other way for Cedarville, down by 3. Inside for big number 10, gives it up to big Tenov. That's a result in a jump ball, and it's going St. Leo's way. We'll move the possession arrow, though. And it'll be Grant Diskin. who will bring it up now. So here's Diskin, rocking the pink kicks. He's played well today, 4 points. Rebound and an assist. He swings it around to Webb Jr. And they'll play catch again. The other way, here's Coomer. Back out to Diskin. Inside for Jared Coomer. That pass was sloppy, and it's turned over. Woo is right. Brandon Moffmer, an acrobatic steal there.
Yeah, that athleticism has really been on display. He hasn't been shooting the best, but his presence has been felt.
Well, that one won't go for Isaiah Spielman, and it comes back the other way for St. Leo. It's Webb. That one is denied. So Javon Moffmer the other way now for Cedarville. They'll begin to slow things down as everybody's back. Looking inside. He'll go the other way. It's Spielman. He's not going to shoot this time, but this time he floats it up. So no foul called. Back within one are the Cedarville Yellow Jackets. Diskin and Coomer bring it ahead. Webb Jr. Mid-range 2. That'll go.
Shot for shot. That's been the story of this game, that back and forth basketball.
Webb's got 6. So Moffmer now. His plans have been thwarted today all game long by St. Leo. On the outside, it's Spielman. He's got his brother Javon Moffmer, who started the game out strong but has only scored 6 points. He's in the paint now with the shot clock winding down. And that's a athletic.
He made it happen.
There. Yeah. Woo! They run the shot clock down, get up to the hoop, and make a play that he knows how to make. Another nice screen from Jared Coomer. He's been effective. Here's Wade. That's a deep 2. That is an air ball. Won't go. His brother tries to bail him out, and he will momentarily. Before it goes the other way, it's Javon Moffmer. Ahead for Spielman. Inside to Brendan Moffmer.
There we go.
He'll finally hit one.
It's his first field goal of the game. What made the difference in the second half is, and what eventually led to their loss, was they let Jake Van Tubergen heat up.
Well, yeah, you're talking about the Terrace Hotel Thanksgiving Classic held here about a month ago, and St. Leo was here for that one. They went up against Grand Valley State, who's now ranked 23rd in the nation. Lost that one by 1. In a similar battle here, here's Coomer. And that's Grant Diskin. He'll hold it at the point, slow things down for Webb Jr. And back out for Diskin. A little give and go off the bank. The high glass is not going to be kind. That one's muscled away by Colin Van Horn, and now Brandon Moffmer the other way. Spielman. Back to Javon Moffmer. Puts on a little pump fake and now gets it up, and it falls. So just like that, Cedarville, a 3-point lead. Webb Jr. the other way. Brandon Moffmer and the Cedarville Yellow Jackets have all the momentum in this second half.
A 6-0 run over the last minute.
Well, Webb Jr. is going to look to change that. It's going to be a foul called, and it's going to bring us to our first media timeout of the second half. The Tides have turned. A 10-2 run for Cedarville.
Basketball. Cedarville, now they're up 3, and can't help but wonder if St. Leo's going to be able to put the brakes on them before this gets out of hand.
Well, that's a good point. They can start here. Webb Jr.'s with it now. He'll drive straight to the hoop, and that's off the side of the backboard. He gets his own rebound, and that's nicely done. Here's Grant Diskin. Pulls up, and that's a great shot.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll keep you in it.
Yeah, Grant Diskin, mid-range 2, gets that one to fall off the front of the rim. So another 1-point game. And here's Brandon Moffmer. Gets it back from Van Horn, and now in a nice battle with Grant Diskin. Here's Connor Tenev from the free throw line. Javon is short. He tries to pick the pockets of Luke Hossel. He'll come up empty-handed. So St. Leo, a chance to take the lead, and they do just that. Santino Rahming has been a force off the bench for St. Leo. He's got 8 points. And now Tenev the other way gives it up for Javon Moffmer. And right on in, it's Colin Van Horn. So Van Horn with 8 points of his own. He's been perfect from the field today. The other way, Webb Jr. versus Javon Moffmer. They'll switch. Here's Diskin. Back out to the corner. Good passing sequence inside. And right in there, blocked. Connor Tenov. And Cedarville the other way with the lead. Moffmer for his brother Javon. From the point, now they're looking inside. There's an open look. And he can't get that one to go, was Tenov. And St. Leo again back the other way. It's Diskin. And they'll cough it up. Webb Jr. now. Frank Webb Jr. looking inside. Trying to drive in. Ran into a brick wall, so Diskin will hold. With 15 seconds on the shot clock, he'll settle. Looking inside. Santina Rahming blocked again by Colin Van Horn. And another time. Van Horn, a pair of blocks on one possession.
Van Horn, he's using all of his 6'8" frame, man.
And drawing a foul there is going to be Brandon Moffmer. He signals his brother over to help him get up, and we'll see what this results in. But not before we get a couple substitutions. So for Cedarville, we'll see Titus Dean re-enter the game, as well as Grant Wiseman. And Titus Dean on the inbound, a grad student out of St. Paul, Minnesota. He gets it down to the man he just checked in with. That's Wiseman. Spielman drives in, a little floater, he gets it to fall. So Cedarville back up by 3. And here's Wade Coomer for Diskin. And now back across for Santina Rahming. Here's Grant Diskin going up against Titus Dean. Gets it across to Coomer. That's Jared. Wade Coomer in trouble. And that one's picked off. At least battered away, so Grant Diskin in trouble. He's going to have to heave one here if he doesn't want a shot clock violation. Doesn't matter if he got it off in time or not because he didn't hit the rim. So it's going to be a shot clock violation, the second time we've seen that today from the clamping Cedarville defense.
Yeah, and we certainly, it's the second violation we've seen, but it's certainly been felt a couple more times than two. On both sides, both defenses have been playing very well, and I think that's why it's gone back and forth so much.
Yeah, we got a lot of shots to the outside, have these teams. We've seen some three-point shots that have fallen really for both sides, but it's Titus Dean now. And he's looking to drive straight to the hoop. Now he'll punch it out. Javon Moffmer gives it up for Wiseman. Back to Javon. He'll throw it around the horn before coming inside. It's Titus Dean, and that one won't go off the bottom of the rim. So with a head of steam the other way now is Rob Fry. A three-point try. That one's off. And another big rebound for Colin Van Horn. He's got 5 now. Javon. And Moffmer will give it up now to Wiseman. Titus Dean with it. Got to go back to Wiseman. And right in the middle of the court, but they move to him quickly. And that one's poked away. It will stay with Cedarville. And we've got a timeout called. So Cedarville, again, leads by 3. We've had a close one through, in, and so it'll be Cedarville ball. Check out that shot clock, though. They're already below 10. Titus Dean will inbound. He's got his man, Javon Moffmer. He'll give it up. They look inside. They've got to get rid of this one. Van Horn will put it up. Can't get it to go off the rim. And so it'll be Jared Coomer gathering the rebound. He gives it up to Fry. So Rob Fry, the freshman out of Indianapolis, with it now. He's been running the point for St. Leo this season. Open free 3 for Francis Seo, and that one won't go. It comes out to Grant Wiseman. And now Titus Dean. Out for Wiseman. And that one won't go. Titus Dean fights for the rebound, but Coomer comes away with it. Here's Jared Coomer. He goes up and nearly blocks for a third time by Colin Van Horn, but that one gets through, and it's a 1-point game.
And it'll end a 4-minute scoring drop for St. Leo, so they're excited about that one.
For sure. So here's Wiseman. Poke it back out. He'll shoot again, this time from the opposite side, and that one is cashed. So Cedarville up by 4 now here in this second half. Here's Rob Fry. Trying to get in the paint. He's denied. And members of the Cedarville bench starting to get excited. Rob Fry, a mid-range jumper. That'll count. So right back to a one-possession game now for Titus Dean and the Cedarville Yellow Jackets all the way out of Ohio. And there's Dean, a little bit of a shove, but no call there. We've only seen 2 fouls the second half. Inside for Van Horn. Now back out for Dean. There's a three-point try. That one's off the front of the rim. Free rebound, and Javon Moffmer comes away with it. They'll go back inside for Van Horn. Punched back out. Spielman goes to the paint, puts it up, off the bank, won't go. And so the rebound's out for Santia Roming. And St. Leo quickly the other way. Francis Seo's got it now. Three-point ball. He's open. The shot is good. And so just like that, Jared Coomer has given the Lions the lead.
He's got 9 points, 8 rebounds this game. He's playing very well. The Coomer brothers are really keeping St. Leo in this one.
And that's a huge three. Gives St. Leo the lead back here in the second half, and we're going to get an off-ball foul on Cedarville. So St. Leo now with the lead will regain possession as we get quite a few substitutions in here. We'll get you to them as soon as we gather them. So for St. Leo, it looks like Rob Fry will remain on the court. Francis Seo. Wade Coomer, Jared Coomer. And now players are going to walk on and off the court.
That fifth man for St. Leo, Eric Lom.
And he got a few minutes here early on before picking up a couple of personal fouls. He's back in the game now. Rob Fry, 2 points does the point guard have, and there's a mid-range two. That's going to be too long, but a foul called inside, and it looks like Dean may be the guilty party there in white. The momentum is just shifting so quickly in this one, and St. Leo now with the lead and the ball. All the way over the top, dangerous, but Coomer comes away with it. And on that one, Webb keeps it in. Wade Coomer, wow, what a great offensive sequence.
Just moving the ball around, seeing the whole court.
And for Frank Webb Jr., that's going to be a highlight reel assist. You expect Wade to make those shots. So St. Leo up by 4. They're on an 8-0 run. And there's a shot. That's a three. Grant Wiseman. And this is really what the whole game has been about, James. Back and forth.
That's that's Wiseman's third of the game. It's really kind of become a shootout.
I would say so. So here's Coomer. Back across the Fry. Coomer again. And an open three for Webb. That one won't go. In and out off both sides of the rim. So Moffmer the other day, Brandon, that is. He'll pass it off. That's a contested three, but it's in! And Grant Wiseman is now 4 for 6 from 3.
Just about single-handedly putting Cedarville back in the lead.
Cedarville up by 2 now. And that one nearly taken away. Webb Jr., that one deflected. Inside is Fry. That one won't go. Tip, no good. The ball is loose, and it will stay with St. Leo. A fresh 20 on the shot clock. We'll get a timeout here. Exciting.
6 from behind the arc.
Grant Wiseman really helped to turn things around here in the second half. After it looked like St. Leo had all the momentum, it's quite the opposite now. Webb Jr. with the inbound and a chance to tie this one right back up for St. Leo. He finds Coomer. Coomer's going to try to drive in and called for the defensive foul. It's going to be Sipple, who returned back to the game. Braden Sipple, the freshman out of Blanchester, Ohio, sitting at 6'4". That's his first foul. So virtually the exact same play, but this time Webb will hold on to it. A three-point try here is going to be good. And who else but Wade Coomer?
He's having himself a game. That's his 20th point.
He's 6 for 8 from behind the arc now, James, and St. Leo regains the lead. And they are going to get an offensive foul called there as Brandon Moffmer tried to go up and regain the lead. Instead, St. Leo, up by 1, now has the ball. Well, Wade Coomer has just been unbelievable. 7 for 11, and that includes 6 for 8 from three-point range. The senior with 20 points. And so here is Webb Jr., Frank Webb Jr., bringing it ahead. Speaking of Wade Coomer, there he is. He has been dangerous the entire game. Webb will direct traffic and set up Jared Coomer, who finds his brother Wade. And tight defense from Brandon Moffmer. They look inside. This one is eventually corralled. Shot clock's winding down. They're under 3. Gets the shot off and good.
Wow.
Jared Coomer, double digits as well. And the lead is 3. So Brandon Moffmer now. He will give it up to Braden Sipple. And they'll play catch. A couple substitutions coming in here at the next dead ball. And that's a huge save for Braden Moffmer. Sipple under the rim. Gets it out. This is Timothy Davis. He wants to go. Able to keep that in. What a play by Wiseman. Moffmer, they are not going to count it. And a three-point shot. Moffmer, a disbeliever, said he was getting his jersey tugged. The only call they'll make there is a shot clock violation. So a tough break for Cedarville and Braden Moffmer.
Yeah, that's tough if you're Moffmer. When you're shooting 1 for 6, you'd like that one just for that moral boost.
Won't get it, though, and instead it's Frank Webb Jr. A chance to make this a 2-possession game as we dwindle under 6.5 to play here in regulation. Well, we've said it, James. These two teams know a lot about one-possession games. They are in the heat of one right now. Coomer inside. And able to put that one off the glass is Luke Hossel. Hossel's second basket of the game gives St. Leo a 5-point lead. Moffmer. He will give it up to Tim Davis. He swings it around for Brandon Moffmer, and now foul called on St. Leo. We'll see who the guilty party is after we see a couple substitutions. So Colin Van Horn comes back into the game for Timothy Davis. And they did issue the foul to Hossel, who just made a big bucket to make this one a 2-possession game. Again, still only the team's second foul for St. Leo here in the second half, and that is a turnover. Frank Webb Jr. with the steal. Can't finish it. Oh, my goodness. And there's Santia Rami. And Rami now has 8 points. Puts that one away. And we're back at the Mocs Christmas Classic. St. Leo leads by 7 as we get set to resume the second half here. With it now for Cedarville, Connor Tenov gives it up to Moffmer. The outside, it's Spielman. Moffmer in trouble. Finds his brother, Brandon Moffmer, for 3, yes! And it's a 4-point game.
That one feels good. It ends the 9-0 scoring run from St. Leo. Keeps them in it.
Well, Cedarville, 3 turnovers in the last couple minutes or so, and that is what has ached them. So St. Leo now trying to extend this lead as we hit the 5-minute mark here in the second half. Inside. We just saw a huge putback dunk, and now we'll see an and one from Santia Rami. He's got 10 points today. And he'll look to add on to that here. Huge game from Santia Rami.
Rami shooting 12 for 15 from the line. See if he can improve that.
We haven't seen too many free throws really from either team. St. Leo 1 for 2 on the day, courtesy of Grant Diskin earlier on. And he'll make that one. So a 7-point lead once again for St. Leo. Plenty of time left in this one. If it ends up mattering, which it probably will at this point, Cedarville has 6 team fouls, and it looks like Grant Wiseman took a shot upstairs, and we will get our medical staff to take a look at that one. So St. Leo leads by 7. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back after this. To get a little bit of housekeeping duty here. They've been busy all weekend long.
Yes, they have. And more basketball coming tomorrow, John.
That's right. A pair of games tomorrow night, 5:30 and 7:30. At 5:30, we will see St. Leo take on Lemoyne out of Syracuse. And the game after, this Cedarville team will take on Florida Southern. Well, we'll resume action here. Cedarville with the ball and down by 7. Here is Javon, and he hits that one. Javon Moffmer now has 13 points on the game. That's his second 3. He's got his team within 4. Well, the way these teams have been hitting threes, I'm not going to believe this one's over until the clock's got double zeros. So here's Webb Jr. Matched up against Javon Moffmer. He'll try to go straight to the hoop, get the foul, and 1. We'll see the count. We'll see the basket counter. Not sure. Yeah, and it did. So a 6-point lead and another opportunity for a 3-point play.
Frank Webb shooting 15 for 25 this season from the free throw line. So.
The senior out of Baltimore, Maryland, averages over 12 points a game. That gives him 11 on the day. So here comes Connor Tenov. Tenov has played well. He's got 10 points. He's got his team down by 7, though. So here is Javon Moffmer. Just about 4 minutes of play, and he turns the ball over. Frank Webb Jr. gives it up. And the layup. And Santio Raming, we told you earlier, he has been great off the bench, averages under 5 points a game, but today he's got 13. Javon Moffmer gives it up to his brother Brendan. Around the horn. And he'll continue to do so. Javon gives it up to Spielman. That's good. So, shot for shot they go. Cedarville will not go away. It's a 6-point game with under 3.5 to play. Here's Frank Webb Jr. the other way. Cedarville playing with 17 fouls right now, by the way. That leaves St. Leo in the bonus. And Webb Jr. straight to the hoop. 8-point game. Excuse me. Yeah, 8-point game. Javon Moffmer. He will settle things down, but he can't for much longer. That 3 won't go. Tipped out, and a big-time rebound from Spielman. Gets the call, but can't get that one to fall. So, headed to the line for a pair of shots after this timeout. And it's assist to go along with 13 points. So, really filling up the stat sheet is number 4 in black. Wearing those Hulk green shoes. And Spielman will shoot a couple here. He makes the first one. A pretty good free throw shooter on the season.
Shooting 19 for 22 so far. Can he make it 20? Yes, he can.
So here comes Coomer the other way. And I could say that because there's 2 of them out there. Well, here is Webb Jr. He will lead the charge. His team up by 6 now. This one not out of hand by any means.
Especially for both these teams used to playing in these close games.
All right, and we've seen a lot of good 3-point shooting down the stretch. So just a 2-possession game. Here's Webb Jr. Defended tightly by Moffmer. Not tightly enough. A great play by Webb Jr. He's got 15 on the day. And so it's Brandon Moffmer the other way. He knows he needs to get some points here. Nearly gets it stripped. Out for his brother, the safety net, Javon Moffmer. And Connor Tenov with it. Neither bench particularly happy. It looks like they're going to call a foul on St. Leo. That's their 5th, so still a couple more to give before we get to the bonus. And as I said earlier, St. Leo is in the bonus. Cedarville's committed 7 fouls. Brandon Moffmer will get it all the way out to the point for Connor Tenov. And now he gets the ball back himself. Spielman inside off the bank, and that one's good. So again, a 6-point game, 2 possession with 2 minutes to play in regulation. And here's Webb down the left side. He'll pump the brakes and burn some of that shot clock. This is as slow paced as the game has been all day long. 76-70. Really good basketball between these two teams today. Well, here's Webb Jr. Inside. Good job. That one's blocked, though.
Wow.
Well, a nice look there from Jared Coomer. The pump fake. Thought he might draw a foul. Instead, the other way. It is Brandon Moffmer. It's a 4-point game with under a minute and a half to play.
Moffmer kind of starting to become an offensive factor in this one.
Oh, he's got to be with time dwindling and his team down by 4. Still a 2-possession game, but this is huge right now for Webb Jr. That's Santia Raming. This is a deep 3. That one won't go. Coming away with the rebound. We'll see what the call is. There was a foul called, and it's going to be on St. Leo. So that's going to be the 16th foul, but more importantly, Cedarville has possession. Just over a minute left to play.
If I'm either one of these teams, I'm thinking to myself, not again.
Well, I think, in this situation, you want the last possession. You want to be able to make the game-winning shot because both teams are shooting pretty well here in the second half. Cedarville, though trailing by 4, actually owns the field goal percentage advantage at 54. Picking up the ball now will be Brandon Moffmer. He'll take his time because they should be able to get 2 possessions out of this regardless of how much time St. Leo wishes to kill. Here's Spielman and Moffmer. They don't need a 3 by any means here. It's a 2-possession game regardless. Moffmer inside. Mid-range. That one is going to fall. So Connor Tenov has 12 points, and he's got his team within.
In my thumbs, anxiously, trying to figure out who is going to win this basketball game.
Well, if you're St. Leo, you probably, the ideal situation here would be to burn as much clock as possible and then make a field goal really from anywhere on the court. Obviously, another basket would make this a 2-possession game. So we'll see the approach they take here. Webb Jr., the most important thing is getting it across mid-court in a timely manner, and he does so. So they're going to burn some clock here. You can watch along with us on your scoreboard at home. Webb Jr. directs traffic. Shot clock under 15. Moffmer playing defense. And Webb Jr. will keep everything to the outside. He's going to pull up for a 3-pointer, it looks like. There it is. And that's a huge shot. Frank Webb Jr. They're going to see if that's a 2 or a 3. A called timeout.
2.
Big Colin Van Horn and Isaiah Spielman. A lot of size out there on the court right now, and we know that St. Leo can shoot. So we'll see how this goes. This needs to happen quickly. The clock's running now. So we're already under 10 seconds. They need to get to the hoop, and they do so. That's a great play by Brandon Moffmer. Now they need to guard the inbound. And tightly. And a shove. No foul called. So they will foul now with 5 seconds left. And like I said, James, this is a 1-and-1. So if they make the first one, they'll get another one. If they don't, the ball is live with 5 seconds left, closer to 6. They should have enough time to get the ball down the court for a relatively makeable 3. That would win the game. Now, if they make both shots here, that's a different story. Frank Webb Jr. will head to the line. He is a 60% free throw shooter coming into today. He made the singular free throw attempt earlier on the day. This is the biggest one, and that is why Cedarville will call a timeout. Frank Webb Jr. takes a practice shot, and he made it, by the way, on the way out of that timeout.
Ooh,
Cedarville,
what a way to finish it this would be.
Right. Cedarville is shooting 11 for 25 from 3-point range. You see the time on your screen there. The shot is good. So a 3-point game. St. Leo is all but guaranteed that this one, at the very least, or very worst, will go to overtime. Here's Webb's second, a chance to put this one on ice. And he won't. So we'll get one last possession. Brought up here by Moffmer. Moffmer for 3. It is good!
Oh, my goodness!
Moffmer has tied it at the... Santia Raming, who came off the bench, didn't start, has 13 points on 6 shots from the field, and big Luke Hossel, 6'10". You see him at center court now, squaring off against Connor Tenov. And winning it right back to the big man right now, Brandon Moffmer, who just tied the game on a 3-pointer with no time on the clock. Here's his younger brother, Javon. Swinging it around to Brandon Moffmer. Moffmer out in front to Spieling, and he'll put that one up, and that's good. Isaiah Spielman. And Cedarville, with all the momentum, they hit back-to-back threes. One to close out regulation and one to begin the overtime period. Here's Frank Webb Jr., whose free throw, by the way, is the reason that we're in overtime right now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Webb's going to continue to direct traffic, but he's going to have to do it quicker. He's got his man underneath. That's Coomer. And Jared Coomer can't get that one to go. Gathers his own rebound, puts it up, and we've got a 1-point game.
Nice. That's his 9th rebound of the game.
And Brandon Moffmer the other way. Gives it up for Javon. Well, zone defense here, trying to trap up Javon Moffmer, but he's got his man. It's Spielman. Spielman made a 3 to start the overtime period. Here's Javon Moffman. Gives it up to his brother Brandon. Brandon, splash. Mid-range 2. He's got the hot hand, and Cedarville leads by 3. Under 4 to play in the extra frame.
Moffmer's really heated up as this game has gone. Only 2 points in the first half, John.
Well, he's amassed 14 here in the second frame and overtime. Frank Webb Jr. gives it up. That's going to be a foul. An offensive foul, an illegal pick right in front of the play there. And now a huge opportunity for Cedarville. You touched on it, James. The St. Leo team has some overtime woes dating back to December 4th. That's 2 weeks ago today. The loss to Embry-Riddle. And these are two very good teams coming into today at 5-4. They've played in some tightly contested battles, and this one is just another one to add into their storied season so far. So here's Connor Tenham. Gives it up, and it comes back to Brandon Moffman. Swings it around for Javon Moffman. Inside. Van Horn back out to Javon Moffman. Spin move. From the paint, now he gets back out. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Javon Moffmer's got to get rid of it. Spielman for 3. Yes! Isaiah Spielman. And Cedarville leads by 6. Nearly turns that one over, and they do! Brandon Moffmer, he'll give it up to his brother Javon, and Cedarville leads by 8.
Just like.
Well, here we go. The stage is set. St. Leo with the inbound. They've got Grant Diskin back in the game, as well as Frank Webb Jr. Wade Coomer thinks about putting one up. Now he will. Off the bank, perhaps. Not going to happen. So Brandon Moffmer, his team ahead, will take his time, burn some clock. Moffmer with some clutch shots down the stretch. He'll give it up to Tenham before asking for it right back. Frank Webb Jr. He knows how to steal the ball. Already 6 steals in the game for Frank Webb Jr., but he'll turn his attention elsewhere. Here's Brandon Moffmer inside, won't get it to go. The rebound, it won't go. And so it's Luke Hossel for St. Leo, a monumental rebound to keep him in the game. Webb Jr. puts it up. That one goes. And
that's his 20th point of the game.
6-point game now. This one, anything but over. They have now reversed roles. A 2-possession game. Webb Jr. now. Some strong defense, not letting Brandon Moffmer go anywhere. He gives it up to his brother Javon. Grant Diskin on defense. Looking to cause a turnover. Javon Moffmer, what a bucket. And they call an offensive foul. So it won't count. St. Leo's ball, they're down by 6, 1:14 to go.
That's huge if you're St. Leo.
Well, Francis Seo will enter the game once again. We saw him hit a 3 earlier. That's his only bucket of the game. They need one now. On the floor for St. Leo, Francis Seo. Grant Diskin. Wade Coomer, Frank Webb Jr., and, of course, Jared Coomer. Here's Grant Diskin. We near a minute to go in overtime. Seo. He pitches it out. That's a travel. And that's unfortunate. Wade Coomer hit his 3 that doesn't count.
Frank Seo, a disbeliever on that one.
And I may have missmoked. I'm not sure if they called it a travel or an off-ball foul. They issue the turnover to Frank Webb. So a couple substitutions here and there. It'll start with Rob Fry coming in for St. Leo. His team in desperation mode. Just over a minute left to go in overtime. The inbound will be from Connor Tenov, who's got 12 points. And he's got his man, Brandon Moffmer. He gets shoved out of bounds, and the call is going to be a defensive foul on St. Leo. So this is likely going to, it will lead to now with the extension there in the bonus. A shot coming here for Moffmer.
Moffer, he's a great free throw shooter. 28 for 34 on the season. Going into today, he's already made 2 today.
Well, another huge 1-and-1 opportunity. We saw Frank Webb Jr. convert on exactly one of his 2 tries, which is partially the reason why we're in overtime now. Huge shot here to make it a 3-possession game. He nails it. Whew. You said it, Brandon Moffmer. He averages over 20 points per game, and though he had a slow start, he has put together some clutch shots down the stretch. Perhaps none more clutch than his 3-pointer buzzer beater to send this one to OT. And you know he knocks down both of these. An 8-point game. And under a minute to play, St. Leo is going to need a Christmas miracle here at the Mox Christmas Classic. Grant Diskin with it. Coomer will hold. He knows he has to put it up, and he does. That one is no good. The rebound will come out. Frank Webb Jr. keeps it alive, puts it up, and nails it. Frank Webb Jr. 23 points on the day, and his team is back. As a team, they shoot the ball very well from the charity stripe. 78.3% on the season. We'll start with Javon Moffmer. St. Leo trying to force a turnover. Unable to do so on this exact possession, and they will foul Connor Tenov. And so Connor Tenov, an 85% free throw shooter coming into today.
Yeah, 17 and 20 on the season.
This will be his first appearance at the line on the afternoon. He'll get 2 regardless here as Cedarville has entered the double bonus. 5-point game, again, the opportunity to make it 3 possessions. Tenov, good. A 6-point game. And a decent crowd here traveling in favor of the Yellow Jackets. They are pleased with what they've seen so far, and you can imagine they will be even more so if Tenov can knock this one down. 39.7 seconds to go. Here's the second shot, and it's good. So a 7-point deficit for St. Leo. And they need to move quickly. Coomer gives it up to Webb Jr. And it's likely he'll pull up for 3 at the next available opportunity. Never mind. Here's Grant Diskin inside. Wade Coomer will shoot. And it's short. Unable to corral the rebound momentarily, and that one is brought right back out to Webb Jr. Jr. can't get it to go. And now it is Javon who gives it back up. Seo tries to go up with it. He'll get fouled and head to the free throw line. 2 shots regardless. That was a shooting foul, and the team's 9th for Cedarville. That'll put St. Leo in the double bonus if necessary, with just over 16 seconds to go in this one.
St. Leo had a lot of opportunities there and ended up getting fouled. See what Seo can do.
Well, Francis Seo, he's a 72% free throw shooter. As I mentioned, he'll get to shoot both anyways, despite the fact that St. Leo is only in the bonus right now, as it was a shooting foul. And for Cedarville, they appear to be well on their way to an excellent comeback victory. Seo's first is no good, and that will only exaggerate that point. A 7-point deficit for the Lions from St. Leo. And here's Francis Seo. Neither will go, and perhaps that's a good thing. But right back up, they'll get another foul, and again, this one will be 2.
This will be Jared Coomer.
Well, we know Coomer shoots the ball well from the field. He's a 73.9% shooter from the line. And doesn't get the bounce there, James. And at this point, you have to imagine that they might be interested in intentionally missing this one to try to get out with a 3-point play instead of a 1-point play. There will be none of that here. So it's a 6-point game. The inbound is there, and they foul him right away. Now, Brandon Moffmer dropped that ball, but the foul came initially. So Moffmer's going to head back to the line, and he's carried his team on his back all game long. And even one make here will pretty much put this one on ice. You touched on him earlier. A very good free throw shooter. On the day, 4 for 4 on the season. He's now 32 for 38.
4 for 5.
Well, for St. Leo, a fighting chance here. A miss here would give them an opportunity for a long heave. Both teams in the double bonus now, if necessary. So, Moffmer's second bid will go. So, a 7-point game for St. Leo, and the clock will begin to wind down on Grant Diskin and the Lions. Here's Coomer. That's Jared. He'll go up, get the free throw, and they call an and one. And so with 7 seconds left, they will head to the line. Again, down by 5. Now what you probably are thinking about doing here is intentionally missing this shot, because you are going to need 5 points if you even want to have a chance at this. 1 point here is not going to do you much, James. However, a 2 or 3, if done quickly, could have them back in this one. We'll see what they do here. And that shot is made. So
this one pretty much locked down for the Cedarville Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, with that inbound, you can say that. So with 6 seconds to go, Cedarville will head back to the line. You credit St. Leo. They're making this one go right down to the wire. You know, the last 30 seconds of a basketball game are probably going to be the longest 30 seconds that you'll ever experience, and that certainly is the case here this evening. So Moffmer will head back to the line. 5 for 6 today. And again, it's a 2-possession game regardless, so these are only as important as St. Leo makes them out to be. It's a 5-point game. See members of the Florida Southern Mocs men's basketball team watching intently. They'll get this Cedarville team tomorrow night. It's a 6-point game. And with the clock ticking down, you see Francis Seal will have one last gasp. He banks it in, and the clock officially has 0.3 seconds left. And they're going to say that this one is over. So Cedarville comes all the way back, a buzzer beater.